Let's start with what's happening in the volatility space. The VIX surpassed that 20 mark towards the end of last week. First time since February. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing basically a pickup of realized volatility, Mia, across the board, and now it starts to filter into the VIX and the expected volatility that measures. So, I mean, what's going on is we're seeing a back off in the VIX now today, given the fact that you're seeing a little bit of a bounce here in the market, actually a fairly significant bounce as we move through the day. But ultimately, you're just seeing a shift, I think, in the foundation. I think the fact that the Fed is kind of basically going to be out of the market here in the end of the month has changed the foundation, changed the landscape, and that's why I think you're seeing an increase in expected volatility.
Okay, well, you've got a trade for us on the SPY. What's your strategy?
Well, yeah, look at what I'm looking at here, Mia, is that I think that there's still going to be a little bit further weakness in the market. And 3 weeks ago when I was on, I talked about the potential of protecting against the down move by buying a SPY put spread, the 192, 196 November SPY put spread. So now I think there's a chance here now to actually maybe pick up a little bit long exposure to the market if we were to back off a little further. And I'm looking at selling the 180, 184 November SPY put spread as well to kind of counter trade against that long put spread. It gives you a nice little middle ground, and you can collect some premium on selling that put spread and also stay long the put spread above the market.
Okay, well, I know you have one stock out there that you're also watching, and it's Advanced Micro Devices, shares of the chip maker, making news, currently trading at close to a 52-week low. What kind of options activity are we seeing?
Yeah, I tell you, right now, you're just seeing across the board in the chip sector, like you said, Mia, that we're seeing some severe weakness. The SMH down significantly last week, and it's filtering through where you're seeing AMD now coming out. Basically, they had a shift in the CEO just a couple of weeks ago, and they're going into earnings on Thursday. You're seeing tremendous activity in the October 2.5 put right now. We're seeing about 17,000 trade. I think there's some concerns that we could see a shift through, a move through that 2.5 strike. So I think there's some concerns there. Also seeing activity in January where you're seeing the January 2.5 put, January $3 put actively traded as well. I think some put spreads being initiated there.
I'm curious, do you think a VIX break below 20, does that mean better news for stock markets, or do we need to think psychologically above that?
I think right now, it's too short to kind of really glean too much from that. I mean, the bottom line is that we're seeing the market now moving at 1.5% or so per day. Now, a VIX of 24 would imply on a thumbnail basis that about a 1.5% move. So you're seeing really the VIX kind of expecting basically what's taking place in the marketplace. And I think as that continues, you see these fairly sizable moves that's going to lead to more anxiety as we roll towards the November elections.
Okay, so away from the catalyst of what's moving with the Fed, anything else that's going to be impacting markets quickly?
Well, I think that, basically the fact that the Fed's not kind of there, and then you got some of these news items now kind of making more, of an impact on the market.